Yo, nigga, I'm down. I'm gonna stroke my dick in your face, you bitch ass nigga.
This a chop sway type beat fuck nigga.
Maybach music.
Welcome back to another episode of Chop Sway. I'm your host, Chop Sway Lola, and first and foremost, I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone you know and love is doing well. I hope all y'all doing better than me. And I'm back after like a week later. Something happened yesterday. Something happened yesterday. I got tea to spill. First and foremost, update on Shorty. Actually, there's no update. It's damn, I'm lonely as fuck. And like on the way here, I realized like, it's not that I'm taking a breakup. I hate that I'm calling it a breakup. Is it really a breakup if I have never even met this person? Was it actually a real relationship? If it was just some like on some, you know, the most intimate shit we did was like hop on FaceTime. like, is it really, is it really that? But like, I feel like the thing that's hitting me most is like the loneliness, because I have no friends. I have my dad who is like, he is like technically my best friend, but like I don't get satisfied talking to him. Like I don't, cause he doesn't like, he can't see it from a 20-year-old point of view. Like, yeah, he was once young, but like he grew up in a different time, bro. When was he my age? Like in the 90s, right? The 90s compared to 20, this is a completely different time. He was my age in a whole different world, basically. You feel me? I need someone who can like relate to like these modern age problems that us, our Zoomers, right? Our Gen Z Zoomers, fucking young people nowadays have to deal with. You feel me? Like he never went through that, so I need to like be able to vent to someone who can relate, and he just can't. He can relate somewhat, but he can't, like, he can't see it from my perspective, So, so I think, like, that the loneliness is hitting me, and I feel like I'm not doing terrible. I'm just I'm just at the same point where I was before, and and that looks bad because I was doing so well, bro. I was doing so good. And to revert back to that level is just, to me, it's disappointing, that I'm back to where I was in June of 2025. I'm just not in a good state mentally. I'd be fucking lying to say that I'm doing good. I don't want to put up no fronts. I want to be dead ass. I'm not doing good, It's okay not to be okay sometimes. I know it's the most generic generic thing to say. It's okay to not be okay. But listen, I think I brought this up before. Is Earl Sweatshirt bar. What was it? It was an Earl Sweatshirt bar. I'm not okay, but I'm gonna be alright. Rings true every time. But yeah, that's the current. And like, honestly, I would love to say that I genuinely wish that that girl well, but I don't. I like, you know what? Deep down, I really, really hope she's like. I need to get to a point where I can wish her well, because I feel like that's like, when you can wish your ex well, that's how you know. Like you've genuinely moved on, you know what I mean? Like when you wish them like they're doing good without you and shit, that's the definition moving on. But like right now, I'm not completely moved on, because I still deep down I wish that she's suffering without me. Word too, like I wish that she's thinking about me all the time, that she's and that like she's going through withdrawals from me. Yo, I sound like a fucking crazy person. I sound like a piece of shit, and like I might be both, but just know I'm trying to get better, gang. I'm trying to get better. I want to be better. I'm taking small steps towards being better. Like I think that whole lying thing that I've been talking about this whole time about me being like, I think I'm getting good at it. I caught myself in a lie, because I did see my cousin yesterday. Cousin I ain't seen in a minute, and like we were just catching up and shit. There was like smallish, like again, I'll always like when I'm talking, right, and then I'm just talking about like my life experience. I'll throw in like lies just to make it seem a little bit more interesting, but I'm not gonna lie, I did go back and I corrected my lies later on with bro, you feel me? I was like, oh, remember I told you this one thing? Yeah, no, like honest, that's not the truth, and then I told him the truth, So I'm getting better at being honest, because I personally hate when people lie to me. So again, like you can't. You gotta treat others the way you want to be treated, right? So do I want to be lied to? Fuck no, I don't want to be lied to. So yeah, from now on, I'm gonna try my fucking hardest to just straight up like tell the truth, no matter how small like the lie is or anything. I'll always go back and correct it, like because yeah, I don't want to be like a hypocrite. I do. That's the last thing I want to be, right? Is a but I am a hypocrite, because honestly, I feel like everyone's a hypocrite. Everyone at some point, just being human, you're gonna like contradict yourself here and there. Because I don't know, we be forgetting this shit we be saying sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes we just say way too much. Sometimes we give I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I give like false advice. I give out advice that why is that? Like, why is it that sometimes you can dish out advice that like you yourself don't follow? Like sometimes, like I go through like a certain situation. I go through I don't know. I found myself in a pickle, right? I found myself dealing with this one problem, and like I know the answer. Like the answer in your head. Now it's about like you recognize your problem, you recognize your solution even, but you never take action. I never take action. I know my solutions, like for the most part, right? I mean, I don't know everything. I'll never claim to be the knower of everything. I mean, I'm lost as fuck. So I mean, obviously, bro. Do I look like a man who knows everything, bro? No. If your answer is yes, then you're wrong. No. I don't even know the half of it, gang. You feel me? I don't got shit. I don't got nothing to figure out. I don't know the answer to shit. I seem to think I don't want to put myself and say I'm dumb, but I'm definitely not smart either, I'm just I don't know, bro. I got a very simple brain, My logic is like pretty bare bones, pretty I'm not that complicated of a person, to be honest. Like there's no complexities within here. There's no complexities within my life. If this, I don't know, does this come off as like complicated? This shit I be talking about? I don't think so, right? I think it's just like normal human experience, that I'm going through now, because I'm not sheltered anymore. I want to go out there. I want to go out, experience more. I want to live more lives so I could get to know myself better. I haven't known myself for 20 years, gang. I've been a stranger in my own skin for 20 years. 20 years, way too long. I mean, like, nobody knows themselves 1,000% at this age, but I feel like other people around my age, like, but I gotta stop comparing myself to others. Like, everyone's on their own individual path, like what good comes from comparison? Honestly, nothing. Like you just that's another self-destructive trait that I got, is comparing myself heavily to others. I'm gonna relax here, but yeah, I shouldn't. That eats away at my conscience, the same way like trust envy, like distrust, envy, and jealousy eats away. The same way. Comparison. I mean, you can tie comparison and envy. Those go like hand in hand, right? Comparison, yeah. Yeah, those go hand in hand. Envy and comparison. Because I genuinely do feel envy towards people who are doing better than me, Like, instead of, like, part of me feels happy for them, and part of me is like, I wish that were me, And, like, that could be me. That could always be me. I always have, like, you could always, you got free will, bro. I got free will. I could just go be like that. But how am I what's stopping me from doing that? Literally nothing. I say literally nothing, and then there's like literally something that's blocking me from doing that. It's myself. How do you even overcome yourself? How do you do that? That I don't have the answer to. How do I overcome myself? How do I win this battle against? I'm my worst enemy. To be, I don't have ops. My number one op is myself. I got nobody else to blame but myself in every situation, and every bad scenario I find myself in, I could always get myself out of it. There's always a way you could just like remove yourself from that bad spot. But for some reason I always stay in it. I'm always there, I stay there. I stay put in the negativity. I stay put. I stay put in that bad place. And that I'm questioning, like, how do I overcome that? I don't know. I guess I'll figure that out with time, but it's like, I have no patience. How do I better my patience? That comes with time too, honestly, with time and maturity. I guess I'm a 20-year-old. I'm not supposed to be the most mature motherfucker on earth, and I get that, but I feel like I need to get this shit figured out, because I don't see nobody hindering their own lives as much as I do, you know what I mean? I self-sabotage a lot. That's why I feel the need to grow up quicker than anyone else. Because honestly, that's like, growing up is the only way I'll get past me. Is the only way I'll get past this obstacle. At least like in the slightest. You feel me? Because right now I'm just overly indulged in it, or overindulged in my self-destruction. In the self-hatred, in the self-pity. Like, I remember I used to not even let myself cry, because like, I'm like, bro, you're feeling pity for yourself. Like, you don't even deserve to feel pitiful for yourself, because you put yourself there, you like, what, you could get yourself easily out of that situation. You're crying about it. You know what I mean? Like, does this make sense? I don't think it does. I think this shit only makes sense to myself, because everyone has their own unique POV, their own perspective on things. There's 8 billion perspectives out there. And they're all, they're not all vastly different, but like, I don't know why. I just feel like I've never met anyone with my perspective on things, my worldview. Is there even anybody out there with the same worldview? I don't know. I'm the only person that grew up in this skin. I'm the only person that's grown up with this brain, Am I the only person that's lived my exact life experiences? Maybe not. Maybe there's one other person out there. But what's the probability of them stumbling upon this? what's the possibilities of me coming across like real life twin, you know? Like I know I call everyone twin, and like y'all for real my twins, because like we're human beings, right? We bleed the same, we breathe the same. We're, you know, y'all still my twins, but like twin for real is like someone who like gets it. And I don't know if there's someone out there that gets it. I've never found anyone that gets it, like genuinely. I thought I did. I thought I found someone who genuinely gets it, but to a certain extent, you know, they only understood it to a certain extent. I'm talking about Axel, by the way. If you don't know who that is, that's the other Chop Suey. That's the other half of Chop Suey. That's my ex best friend that I still ain't get. I still ain't over. Feel me? Speaking of him, I saw him last night. Cause they're doing like a family. It's not a family, but they were doing like a church reunion event shit at my house, and like, my cousin pulled up. My cousin's good friends with him, so my cousin told him to pull up, and so he pulled up, and surprise, surprise, he watches these. Actually, I never thought, like, I dead ass thought you didn't give a fuck, like that's why I left, because I thought you didn't like care. I guess like maybe you still don't care, maybe you just have like curiosity, which I get it. I'm curious too, you know what I mean? Like I checked her story yesterday. She looks amazing. Oh fuck. Okay. But yeah, she looks good. Like, and I had to delete that Instagram account after. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like, okay, if I'm genuinely gonna move on, I cannot be like looking for this person's stories. Granted, this is the first time I even checked her story since we ended shit off, you know? So I think, oh no, that's a lie. That's the second time. But I remember, I don't know if who's familiar. Nobody's familiar. I checked up on her like maybe a week into us not talking to each other. Not a week, like literally 4 days. I checked up on her like 4 days after. And I think that's when I checked the story. And then I checked the story again last night. And then I was like, I got completely detached. You know, I got completely detached from that person. I got detached from that person, the city she's from, you know, to fully heal. And now it's like, because like it got to a point where it's like I even detested, like, I don't how much detail am I willing to give out. I started like detesting like the country she's from and the people that, like, I'm like, bro, okay, I'm going OD, bro. It's as if like she hurted me. She actually hurt me or something. Like, nah, it was a very cordial split, I would say. Nobody hurt anybody, I don't think. I mean, on my end, the way I look at it, right? But I don't know anything about relationships, so take this with a grain of salt. But from what I experienced, from what from how it went, from my side, it went pretty well. Like, we wished each other well and rode off into the sunset. No major problems, you know? I mean, like, other than, like, the problems, the battles that I was fighting within my own within my own soul. There was nothing, like, no bad blood between us for sure. I mean, like, between me and her. Now, between her and me, I don't know. I guess I will never know, right? Because I deleted that Instagram. I guess she still has my number up. She can text, but no, I can't take her. I literally can't. I can't take her back. I can't, like looking at it logically, I'm like so much better off single. But it just sucks because I have like nobody to talk to, you know? I have no one, like, I feel like at this point, it's like I only miss her because I'm lonely, you know? Because I have nobody to talk to. And I feel like that's a pretty normal thing. Like, a lot of people, like, they break up with their significant other and they find out, like, oh shit, I'm like a child. Well, not a child loser, but they're like, damn, I have no life. outside of this one person, and then they fall into like a crazy heartbreak rabbit hole, like just down a hole, heartbreak hole, you know. No loitering. Oh my god, where my car's parked, there's a no loitering sign right there. Why'd you make a parking spot there then, dickhead? The fuck? Whatever. I'm like close by my house, my car and shit. I just, if I see a cop drive by and do something to my car, I'm just like throw a Molotov at it. Fuck it, right? Fuck the police. But yeah, that's how you go. That's how you go down a bad rabbit hole. But honestly, like I feel like, if I just let it, like I'm gonna just go through the worst right now. To be honest, I'm gonna go, like I feel like. I feel like this is where my autism will like, or my lack of like emotional intelligence will come to my favor, cause like. I feel like I can, like, as long as I have like the shit I fuck with at my disposable, so like video games, soccer, and this chop sway shit. As long as I have that at my disposable, and as long as like all I gotta do is just overindulge, and I could dead ass forget about her. Or I could just go find friends, to be honest. I indulge in media. I don't know. I just need you do gotta just like, as much as you need to like lock in and look inward and like genuinely address your problems and shit. You also do just gotta distract sometimes. Like looking inward, like trying to figure that shit out all the time, trying to deal with it head on all the time, that could take a toll on you, you know what I mean? It could just make things way worse. I know that from firsthand experience, you feel me? That shit made me want to kill myself. Where to? That lady's staring at me. But honestly, I don't know that woman. So, I'm sorry if I'm scaring her. I'm not. No, I don't care. No, when I say I don't care, I care. But like, last night was the first time where I did say I don't care, and I genuinely meant that. Like, I genuinely did not care anymore. Context, right? Oh my god, my phone. Back to my ex best friend situation thing, right? So like, they pulled up, right, and I talked to him like a little bit. He watches these and shit. And we were talking. I honestly, I didn't even talk to him that much, because he was just talking to the other friend that they got. I just like let them, for the most part, I just let them talk amongst themselves, because like I'm not in that friend group anymore, you know? Those aren't my friends anymore. Like, that's my cousin. Like, okay, that's my cousin, but like they are their group, you know? I'm not in that shit no more. So I'm not gonna first of all, I'm not gonna put myself in a spot where I was before. And like, cause if I left that shit, I left it for a reason, you know what I mean? So I was just like silent. I was just like, whenever they talk amongst themselves, I would just like shut up. But yeah, afterwards, my sister, like, you know, shit was over, right? And like, I was down, I don't know, I think I was like editing a short or something. My sister was like, what she say? She said something along the lines of like, oh, so how was that with like him and shit? And I was like, I don't know. And honestly, like, I was like, it was fine. Like, and I was like, I hope he's not disappointed in a joking manner, right? But then I was like, but honestly, if he is like disappointed in what he found, I don't care. And that was like a genuine I don't care. And low-key, that felt good. That was like, that felt good coming out. Like, I don't care. When you genuinely don't give a fuck, that shit's liberating as shit. I felt liberated as fuck. That I don't care. those 3 words were dead ass. Like, that was a spiritual experience, my brother. I swear. Because I genuinely don't give a fuck about what he thinks about me. Like, okay, like, the worst case scenario, he thinks I'm fucking weird and an oddball and, like, I'm cringe. Okay. You know what I mean? Because, like, he's not in my life anymore. That doesn't fucking matter at this point. You know what I mean? He's, out of the people who are in my life, he's not in their lives anymore either. People who stay in my life. Who's in my life? That one cousin that he still fucks with, he's not in my life too much, you know what I mean? I might hang out with him tomorrow. I still have love for that one cousin, by the way. Anthony, if you ever see this, that's my cousin's name. I don't care. I'll leak it. Anthony, if you see this, I told him this yesterday, but I'll always love him. But that's because he's blood, you know? If you're related to me, no matter how dirty you do me, I still love you. Now, if you're not related to me, I have love for you. That's if you, like, do me dirty, I got love for you. That's the most I could really do, you know? But that's if you do me wrong. If you never done me wrong, if we never had a falling out and you're not my blood, I love you feel me? Like genuinely. Oh, is that genuine? Is that genuine though? Is that just cope? That's cope. That's cope, but I want to reach that point where I love everyone, you know what I mean? Like I aspire to be there, you know, because I think I was there. I was genuinely there, like, literally a month. That's what I'm saying. I was doing so good, bro. That's why it seems like I'm crashing out, because I was, like, compared to how I was this past couple months, I was doing so good. And y'all saw a lot of that, because when I'm doing good, I'm in the mood to record Chop Sway. But I was doing amazing. But now it's like I'm not even doing terribly compared to, like, the rest of my life, you know, the rest of the timeline of my life. I'm not doing terribly compared to that. I'm just where I'm at back in May, you feel me? Like, that's really just it. So yeah, like, back then I didn't love everyone. Honestly, I only had hatred in my heart for myself. Now, do I hate myself? No, but I don't hate myself. But I don't like myself right now either, you know? Because, again, I think I'm like, what is the word? I'm too self-aware, too self-conscious. I'm too self-critical. I'm very self-critical. And I won't go easy on myself because I'm not putting in effort. I don't see the effort. I'm not gonna lie. I don't put in the effort to better my situation. That's the truth. I've been putting it off. Why? I don't know, bro. I get comfortable, bro. Like, am I comfortable in the misery? Have I been miserable for so long that it's comfortable? That's the question I gotta ask myself now. Oh my God, I'm so cold, bro. I'm really risking it all just so y'all can peep the fit, you feel me? How y'all liking it? Actually, how y'all liking my hair? Better said. Y'all fuck with my hair? No, okay. Pretty generic hair. What am I talking? As if my hair hasn't looked like this for the past 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes, you feel me? Y'all fuck with, I do want to cut it all off though soon. I'm trying to donate my hair. So maybe that can be the start of, like, my Chop Sway good deed tour. And then, you know, towards the end of it, I genuinely just become a great person and I become a monk and move to the mountains of Bhutan, you know? And yeah, I that's the rest of my life, you know? And and I'll be the first monk to run a podcast. Is there any other monks that run podcasts? I don't know. I don't know. Is there? That would be way cooler than this, I'm not gonna lie. It'd be a lot more informative, you know, because monks got their shit figured out. I think the only people that got that shit figured out are monks, like, completely figured out. Because, they got discipline and, like, they devote their whole life on they have, when you have complete peace, that's having your shit figured out 100%. I'm gonna just stare this dude down. When you have peace, you have your shit figured out. You have everything figured out. You have all your affairs in check, you know? That's peace right there. That's what these Buddhist monks have, bro. Peace, they have all their affairs in check. They got all their flaws controlled. They're flawless. Flawless, bro. Flawless. When I see a monk, I think of flawlessness. I think of damn near perfection. Can't be perfection because we're all human, you know? Like, they're still human, though. But they're damn near there, you know? Damn near there. So I don't want to be perfect. Because perfect is only the Almighty, and I don't want to be the Almighty because I'm just Chop Suey Lola. Nobody calls me Chop Suey Lola. Everyone just calls me Chop Suey. Can we not do that? Because there is a whole nother person claiming Chop Suey. Okay, and yeah, like, that's just unfair to him, you know, that I'm the known Chop Suey. Like, no, there's a whole nother entity. That's why I never be like, I am Chop Suey. I am Chop Suey. I'm just not the only Chop Suey. I'm Chop Suey Lola. But nobody's gonna call me that, bro. Look at the way I look like a Lola. Do I look like a Lola? I have an aunt named Lola. I fucking hate her to death. But that's a whole nother story. I don't want to get into this for legal reasons, bro. God, you know what's crazy, bro? I can really, I'm really prone to, like, getting into legal trouble just off of the shit I say. My words hold a lot of power over my outcome. That's everyone. What am I talking about? Your words hold a lot of power. That's basically all I'm trying to tell you. Your words hold power to it. You feel me? You can really, like, for example, manifestation. You can really manifest yourself into being Bill Gates. You feel me? Actually, don't manifest that. Bill Gates is fucking evil, bro. God bless his soul, but that's an evil person. I feel like if you're, like, billionaires, if you're a billionaire, I think you're inherently a bad person because you hold that much greed. Why do you need a $1 billion? You can live comfortably with, like, a couple M's, you feel me? You can live amazingly, not comfortably. You can live comfortably with under an M. No, you can live amazingly with a couple M's. Why do you need $1 billion, bro? Like, you're just greedy at that point. Like, use that $1 billion fucking dollars to fucking maybe actually help the planet and shit, maybe help others and shit. But no, they just fucking hog that shit and fucking, what do they spend? They spend billions on fucking dumb shit, like fucking, oh my god, bro, please, bro, like, oh my god, if I ever become a billionaire, if I ever hit a billy, which will never happen. Well, I can't ever say never, right? But, like, if that ever does happen on the off chance, right? Send this clip to me and be like, remember when you said this? Hold me to my word. If I ever become a billionaire, I'm donating that shit. I'm using that shit for the greater good of humanity. These billionaires use their wealth and shit for the greater good of nobody, not even themselves, gang. Cause, like, what the fuck will a yacht do? That shit won't bring you happiness, you know? What the fuck will a yacht do? Well, y'all just spend that money, bro. Y'all just spend bread on stupid shit. But it's your life, though. I can't really judge, can I? But I can judge if you're being greedy, though. Greed's a terrible thing. I can judge terrible shit. So if you're that overly greedy that you need $1 billion, wrap it up, buddy. What's that one Young Thug meme? Boy, slow down. You know, feel me? But yeah. What else do I gotta say before I hop off this? I felt like I had something else to say, but it left the train of thought. The train of thought at this point is left. I don't know if I said this last episode, but shouts out to Rex Langiel, I think. You feel me? That's somebody around the area doing cool shit. Shouts out to you. I fuck with your shit, twin. You feel me? Keep it going. That shit entertaining as fuck. It's cool as fuck to see somebody in the area actually doing cool shit. Cause my perspective of people around here, Or honestly, that everyone was a bot and everyone's lame. Or they just like, they don't fuck with like similar shit that I fuck with. But seeing that shit, I don't know, that shit gave me hope for kind of like myself, you feel me? I'm trying to be like you, big bro, you feel me? But yeah, I don't know, it just gave me hope for like the area. It's like, oh shit, you can like stay here and actually do cool shit, you know what I mean? You don't gotta go to the city. You don't gotta go to fucking some other fucking bullshit place, you know? You can stay here and do cool shit and you can make it here. You can make it anywhere, bro. You can make it anywhere. What am I talking about? You can be in bumfuck middle of nowhere, West Virginia. Shouts out West Virginia, by the way. But you can be in the middle of West Virginia. You can still make something. You feel me? You just gotta go out of your way to put out whatever cool shit you fuck with. You know, just push that shit out. Push whatever you're working on. Yeah, push whatever you're working on out there. You know, just go out, do that shit, produce that shit, put it out there, do it consistently enough. You know. You may not have 1 million admirers, but at least you'll have a couple. And that's something, you know. That's something. If you have somebody else telling you that, if you have at least one other person telling you that your shit's dope, you kind of made it. You kind of made it. But who am I to tell you about making it? I got no emotion. You know, I'm a motionless loser. You feel me? Huh? But we getting better, you know. We down this path of life together. You know, I'm lost. But I'm looking to be found, you know. Found by nobody else other than myself. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. I'll see you whenever. Within the week. You know, I won't be gone too long, you know. I gotta grind these out now. I got nothing else to do, right? So I hope y'all liked the background. I hope y'all liked the subject matter of today's episode, whatever it was. It's all over the place like always, but that's the beauty of it, right? This is raw, genuine. Everything I said on here was the truth. Remember that. Anyways, I love all of you. Have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good month. Have a good year. Have a good rest of your life. I love all of you. Peace out. Damn, I'm freezing.